our first unit, which we did about political ideologies. And that used to be, traditionally, that unit would be, let's say, cover 3 weeks about communism, 3 weeks about democracy, but now we just kind of cover all of the content very briefly, just enough to get the students interested in, and then they take whatever aspect of those concepts and really go in depth. And we had some really good inquiries where students were looking at, say, the effects of conservative political ideologies on the rights of gays and lesbians around the world.
So it's more powerful than just teach them and memorize something, and then after they leave my class and then they forget. And doing this, they see the link between two subjects, Thai and English. They always refer it because we do something similar but different context. And they kind of transfer their own knowledge from previous years and construct something that is further or build on into the new concept, into the new context, into the new content.
In a unit like our culture unit, we decided to, rather than sort of pre-teach what culture is, we want students to discover what culture is. And so we're going to actually have them create a fictional culture. And turn them loose, let them see what they come up with, and then through reflecting on what they did in that process, hopefully begin to tease out elements of culture and begin to analyze through some concepts like we're going to have them look at beliefs and traditions and values and how their fictional culture expressed those, even though they maybe didn't know that in the creation, and then through that reflection on the action that they took, hopefully then we'll come to some more enduring understandings and knowledge about what cultures actually are.
I was really amazed by the depth of what they were able to research by opening up the inquiry into whatever they had chose, as long as it connected to those concepts of the effects of ideologies.
Well, if you teach the language, you just teach vocabulary and grammar, they won't be sustainable, so the memory won't be retained. But if you teach through the conceptual understanding, so for example, we are having a unit on cuisine, that we don't really talk about Chinese cuisine or Western cuisine, we talk about cuisine. And then through this lens, we talk about the resource as a very specific conceptual lens. So through this, we can introduce, vocabulary including vegetables, seasoning stuff, cooking styles and menus and all these things. So the chef, where the chef comes from, original, weather, geographic environment, those as a resource affect how people cook differently. So basic kids will be inquired into these topics, and then their vocabulary and grammar will be more sustainable, and they'll remember better.
As a teacher, it definitely keeps it fresh. It's never the same 2 years in a row. Some of the structures and some of the activities may be similar, but what they actually come back with is always different. There's never an answer key that I can just check off, did they find the right things? It's a much more dynamic process than that. And it involves me doing a lot of web searching and checking Wikipedia on my own to go, okay, is that actually true? I'm not sure, and I have to go back and learn a lot, so it keeps me fresh as well.